Hi, church family. This is Pastor Dave C.U. from Faith Community Church, and I want to share with you today my favorite Bible verse. It's found in 1 Corinthians 15:10 and 11. But if you were to back up, even to verse 9, the Apostle Paul is defending his apostleship, and he's saying, I am the least of the apostles because I persecuted the church of God. Remember, Paul, before he was converted, he was Saul, and he was a murderer. He murdered Christians. That's who he is. And then the Apostle Paul says, but that's not who I am now. He says, but by the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace towards me was not in vain, but I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of God, which was with me. And in verse 11, therefore, whether it was I or they, so we preach, and so you believe. Who is the Apostle Paul? A murderer. Who am I? I'm David Patrick C.U., 6 foot, 200 pounds, Japanese, Chinese, Hawaiian. And in case you haven't noticed, my paws are bigger than the average bear. That's who I am. I'm a sinner. I am nothing special. I'm a sinner saved by God's grace. God's grace. In 1978, I accepted that gift of his grace. I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And if you're watching this and you've not quite done that, or you're not sure, I ask that you drop me a line, Pastor Dave at faith2u.com, and I will help you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and to live for him for the rest of your life. But why is this my favorite Bible verse? 1 Corinthians 15:10 and 11. Because the Apostle Paul says, I labored more abundantly than they all. He worked hard. I work hard. Yet it's not me. It is absolutely not me. It's God's grace that's in me. The creator of the universe lovingly gave us his son, sacrificed his son on the terror of the cross. And as we come to Easter, we're going to hear more about that terror of the cross. And then we're going to hear that up from the grave he arose. Jesus Christ didn't stay in that grave. He conquered the grave. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. The story goes on, though. Those verses don't just stop right there with God's grace. He gives us a purpose to live. And it's found in verse 11. It says, therefore, whether it was I or they, we preached and you believed. This brief time out that God has given us isn't so that we can binge watch TV, try out a new recipe, or go work on the car. This time out from daily life as we knew it is so that we can go out and preach. Remember, this life isn't about the American dream. It's about eternity, heaven and hell. Don't let this time go to waste. If you can get out and preach the gospel. Preach it with your life, preach it with your words, how you drive. Let people know that Jesus Christ still sits on the throne. And this time out didn't catch him off guard. He is the author of the time out. If you can't get out, pray. Pray for your unsaved loved ones. Pray for friends and family that are absolutely terrified, depressed because of these times. You have the answer. You have the Bible, and God speaks through his word very clearly. You have the answer, and that answer is found in the person of Jesus Christ. Remember, up from the grave he arose. He is alive, and his spirit, God's spirit, resides within us. Let's not let God's grace go to waste during this brief time out. I encourage you, get in your word, pray with each other, go out and preach, and let's make a difference. Let's impact people for Christ. Again, if you need some help, give me a call. Give me a call. Give me a shout. Contact me, Pastor Dave at faith2u.com. All righty. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed my verses.